players and future Falcon cheerleaders. Both groups are on the field during the pregame to welcome the Falcon football team onto the field. Our future Falcon cheerleaders will be cheerleaders also during the first half of tonight's game to show off everything they learned this week at cheerleading camp. The Future Cheerleaders Week is run by varsity cheer coaches Laura Martin, Lori Grinko, and along with the entire varsity cheerleading squad. We'd also like to thank the Youth Football League Board members of directors, President Zach Blackstone, Vice President Robert Hatfield, Secretary Nicole Hollis, and Treasurer Sabrina Miller. Let's give a warm welcome to our cheerleaders and future football players. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you would please rise and remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as the Connellsville High School Junior ROTC presents the nation's colors, and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem and the school alma mater by the Mighty Falcon Marching Band. Also this evening, the Junior ROTC will be presenting the 9/11 National Remembrance Flag as a means to remember and never to forget the event of this tragic day. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Joe Walsh. I'm the Senior Army Instructor of the Connellsville High School Junior ROTC. This past weekend marked the 23rd anniversary of the attacks that took place on September 11th, 2001. The attacks which took the lives of almost 3,000 innocent lives. Tonight, in conjunction with the presentation of our nation's colors and playing of the national anthem, the Connellsville High School Junior ROTC will be dedicating the official 9/11 Remembrance Flag to honor the brave men and women, firefighters, first responders, emergency medical teams, policemen, servicemen and women, and civilians who sacrificed so much on that fateful day. The flag displayed in front of you was designed and commissioned by Mrs. Joanne Galvin and her late husband, Stephen Galvin, to provide all who see the flag an everlasting remembrance to the innocent lives lost. A short description of the flag is as follows. The blue on each side of the flag represents the colors of the state flags for each state where a plane was downed: New York, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. The black in the center of the flag represents the sorrow we feel for the innocent lives lost from this tragedy, those on the planes, those working in the towers, the Pentagon, and the rescue workers that lost their lives during the rescue. The stars represent the planes that crashed and the innocent lives lost on the planes and in the buildings. The blue star represents the Pentagon and American Airlines Flight 77, and for the innocent passengers and the lives lost in the Pentagon. The two white stars represent each of the towers of the World Trade Center, American Airlines Flight 11 and United Airlines Flight 175. The innocent passengers on those flights, the lives lost, both those in the buildings and the rescue workers and those that survived. The red star represents United Flight 93 that crashed in Shanksville. The innocent passengers and those who sacrificed their lives to protect the loss of other lives. The colors of the stars, red, white, and blue, is a representation of our United States flag. All four stars are touching, as well as the two white stars to touch the blue and the flag. This represents our unity in the United States of America. As I turn this night over to the band, and as the national anthem is played, to everyone in attendance that sees Old Glory, remember that we remain strong, that we remain united, and that we will never, never forget those that paid the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms we have today. Thank you.
Good evening, Connellsville, and welcome to tonight's production of your Connellsville Falcon football here at the Falcon Stadium. Tonight I'm joined by Chase Sakovich as my co-anchor as we go ahead and commentate tonight's football game for you. Chase, going into the game, looking at a lot of the aspects of both Berlin, Brothersvalley, and your Connellsville Falcons, what do you think you expect of today?
I expect a good game from both of the teams. I expect a win out of Connellsville tonight. Obviously, our alma mater. Got to root for them. So I think we got a good one on our hands.
Yeah, I definitely think it's definitely going to be a good game tonight. A lot of the film coming from Berlin shows that they really run a lot, just like Meadville did in the past games. When I was talking to a couple of the players, they were really hoping that it didn't really go into overtime like it does last time. They really hoped to bring it to them in the first half and then just shut them out there at that point. Also, tonight is a special night. We have the future Falcon cheerleaders, right?
Yep.
Out on the field, and as well as our booster football for Connellsville is out on the field with the Falcons to help them run out onto the field. And as we await the Connellsville Falcons to take the field for tonight's game, the 6-minute countdown begins. What do you, are there any players that kind of stand out to you, Chase?
For me, the players that kind of stand out are really a bunch of our seniors. We got Vonnie McBride, who's been pretty good for us all year. Graydon Jalot, having a good year so far. Wyatt Hall, always a defensive, can always have him as a presence. Just a bunch of people stand out, but really I think we're just a solid team altogether.
Now, from you always being in Connellsville, having Caden Matthews, a transfer from Southmoreland, how do you think he's been doing so far with the Falcons?
I think he's been performing really good since he's stepped in. He's done his job, done what he had to do, and he's been playing really well. So
yeah,
excited to keep seeing him.
Yeah, I think one of the best features he has for himself is that he's able to run the ball very well. He's able to read the plays and read the defense like a book, and he's able to get around him and effectively too. It's not at any time he's really losing yards. He's very effective with running the ball, and I think that's a great component that we have for him.
Yep. Plus, he got a strong arm.
He does.
A very strong arm.
He does. So as we await our Connellsville Falcons to take the field. Berlin Brothersvalley, the opposing team, the visitors. Actually, some probably know this, not many, you'd say. Snyder's Chips actually comes from where these guys are from, so that's kind of their local economy is where they're from. And here comes Berlin Brothers in the white.
Ladies and gentlemen, Connellsville Falcons.
And there are your Connellsville Falcons. Looks like Wyatt Hall, Ben Metzger, and Jada Mickens leading them out. And there's your booster football team for Connellsville following them down the tunnel.
Give a nice welcome to the Berlin Mountaineers.
And Berlin also in white. So you have the Berlin Brothers Valley, blue and white, and your Connellsville Falcons, blue and white.
Yep.
Now I remember when I used to play football, I remember we ran out on the field one time and someone tripped. And it was just a dog pile. Tonight's presentation of the 9/11 flag, we have the Connellsville Fire Department, New Haven Hose, and Fayette EMS here as well to represent for the emergency services of that day. the Berlin Brothersvalley Mountaineers and your Connellsville Falcons captains ready to take the field for the coin toss.
The captains this evening for Connellsville, number 7, Gino Farrell, number 11, Lincoln Keller.
Gino Farrell, Wyatt Hall, and
Wyatt Hall.
Lincoln Keller. All three are definitely great players.
Yep.
I say, Gino and Wyatt definitely show a lot more of their presence on the defensive side. Lincoln Keller is just a very versatile player. He's on every side of the ball that you can have. He runs it good, has good stops. What do you think about the Connellsville captains?
I think they're all very good players. Lincoln obviously has his presence on offense. Wyatt, Gino show their presence on defense. Lincoln always gets down the field. Seems like he's always open. He can make the contested catches. Gino, Wyatt, they always can make the tackles. They'll always chase somebody down. They always have a presence.
Yep. Looking at the stats for Berlin from their past few games that they've been playing, I was seeing that a lot of the time they really only run the ball. Their last game, they only had 10 reception yards and 10 passing yards. So definitely not a team that's very heavy in the air. Again, your Connellsville Falcons definitely were, preparing for this. This is what Meadville brought them with heavy runs. What do you expect kind of out of the Connellsville defense tonight?
I expect them to stop the run. They're going to be expecting the run. They're ready for it, and they're going to do what they got to do to stop it.
All right, well, as we prepare for the 7 o'clock kickoff, we have Derek Routson, senior, here to take the kick, left-footed kicker. He's going to be standing at 6 foot even, 168 pounds. He is also the punter for the team. First year playing football, definitely has a leg on him.
Yeah.
Definitely has a lot of potential for the team and a great leader as well.
Deep for Berlin on the kickoff.
And back for Berlin, number 17, number 2, and number 5. Number 2, Xander Rittenauer. Number 5, Hayden Hutzel. And number 17, Cooper Hudson are in the back. Cooper Hudson catches the ball around the left side, and he takes it right up the gut. And he is brought down after a long run by number 25 on the Falcons, Ryan Showman. Ryan Showman, a junior for the Falcons.
Looks like they'll be placing the ball at about the 44.
Placing the ball
44-yard line.
Yep.
At the 44-yard line. Your Connellsville is now going to set up defense on Berlin's 44-yard line. Berlin's quarterback for tonight's game seems to be number 5, Hayden Hutzel. And the run up the gut seems to gain a couple yards on the play.
About 3 yards, roughly.
So, 2nd and 7. Major stash. Another senior definitely shows his persistence on defense. Again, an outstanding player for the Falcons.
Hutzel hands it off to number 2, Xander Rittenauer.
Xander Rittenauer.
And it looks like he's brought down right at the 50-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down and 5. Correction, 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4 for Berlin. Second run in a row.
You got to be expecting the run here, right, you think?
Yeah, definitely. It's like number 9 for them, Mac 4. And another handoff, toss back. Looks like a pass. It's deep and incomplete. Short throw. Looks like intended receiver was number 2, Xander Rittenauer.
Brings up 4th
on the
down.
left side. Looks like he had a drag route there and just wasn't able to complete the pass. That brings up 4th down for Berlin.
Number 2, Rittenauer.
Back to receive the punt is number 4, Vonnie McBride.
Vonnie McBride is a very good returner here. Let's see what he can do with this. And he Looks like Javon is brought down.
McBride on the return.
Looks like they're going to probably place the ball right around the 13-yard line for the Falcons.
Takes over, 1st and 10.
So Connellsville's going to have it 1st and 10 on their own
Correction,
13-yard line. Now, as we were saying in the beginning, Caden Matthews, very versatile quarterback, can run the ball, throw the ball very well. He's going to be in the pocket with Lincoln Keller in the back. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap.
Hand off to Keller. He's brought down at about.
Brought down with about a 1-yard gain.
Lincoln Keller on the carry. Gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Looks like we got Graydon Jalot in the backfield as well now, too.
There's the snap. And a handoff to Lincoln Keller for the left side, and he's able to get around a couple Mountaineers. He's able to get some yards for the Falcons.
Lincoln Keller on the carry.
Nice 5-yard gain.
Twombly on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 4 for the Falcons.
3rd down and 4.
On their own 20-yard line. Looks like it's placed at the 19. Kane dropping back for the pass. Finds Rocco Farrell on the right side, and he's able to bring it in for a complete pass, and that's good for a Falcons 1st down.
Pass complete to Rocco Farrell. Good
This
for a
Collinsville offensive line's doing a pretty good job so far, I would say.
Oh, 100%. They're definitely able to keep up with Berlin's defense. Looking at Berlin, we're really kind of looking at them from a standpoint of how they play. Looking at the teams that they played, other teams also run the ball very hard. Caden's in the back for the pass deep, looking for Rocco Farrell, and
just out of reach.
Just out of reach.
Matthews pass intended for Farrell.
Just 1 yard out in front.
As we were talking about, Matthews has a very good arm.
2nd down.
So I would say expect more of those deep shots tonight.
Definitely. Now you could see it if Rocco Farrell just had one more step on that, it definitely would have been a completion on that. And a handoff to Lincoln Keller. Is able to get it up the gap a little bit. And has a good rush for the Falcons. Looks like it's close to a 9-yard gain on that. So it's going to wind up 3rd and 1 for the Falcons on right around the 35-yard line.
Matthews on the keeper, good for a 1st down. First and 10, ball is on the.
And Caden, again, quarterback that does it all. He just decided to take it himself on that one, pushed it right through, got the Falcons a 1st down. Now they start a new drive.
Ball's on a 36-yard line.
And rolling out for a pass.
Good move.
Caden's able to evade the defense, and he takes it himself. He's going to take it up the right side, gets it past the 50, and he is pushed out of bounds right around the, looks like it's going to be right around the 44-yard line. And Caden's able to get it across midfield into Mountaineer territory. And that's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Across midfield at the Berlin 44-yard line.
Connellsville's offensive line's really showing out today.
Definitely, definitely. You know, in their past couple of games, they've played really strong here. I think, you know, talking to a lot of the players, they were very ready for this game. Connersville 0-3 coming into this game right now. So definitely trying to put a stop to the losing streak. And we're going to see what they have in store. Major Stash in motion.
Hand off to Keller.
Keller's able to punch it through a couple Mountaineers to get a couple more yards on the play. And that looks like it's going to be...
Stop on the play by number 6, Carson.
Good for about a 6-yard gain.
Not after a pickup of about 6 yards. Second down, 4.
2nd and 4 for the Falcons.
At about the 38.
And the snap, toss to Lincoln Keller, run to the left side, and is brought down, looks like right up.
Pitch out to the left side.
Looks like just past the line of scrimmage, pickup of 1.
Lincoln Keller.
It's going to be a pickup of 1 on the 37-yard line now. Third and 3. Shotgun formation, Caden Matthews with Lincoln Keller once again. Hand off to Lincoln Keller, and he is quickly wrapped up.
Lincoln Keller into the left side of the line.
They're going
with 2 yards to go in Mountaineer territory, the Falcons are going to go for it on 4th down and 2. Caden Matthews in the back, accompanied with Graydon Jalot. And Lincoln Keller. There's the snap. Fake handoff. He's rolling left. Looks for the pass, and incomplete. Intended receiver number 28, Rocco Farrell.
Incomplete. Well, that'll bring the ball back to the 36-yard line.
Connersville turns the ball over on downs.
Berlin, 1st and 10 Mountaineers.
On their, looks like their own 36-yard line. And there's the run up the gut. And that's what the Berlin focuses on, is the running portion of their game.
Yep.
You know, looking at it already, you know, how do you think the Falcons are going to be able to adapt to this?
They're just going to have to expect to run more, start pinching the middle, just be ready for the runs up the middle.
Yeah.
Seems like that's where Berlin's getting them.
And there's another run taken by the quarterback, and he is quickly wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Number 5 on the carry, Hayden Hutzel.
As we have a player down.
The ball carrier. Timeout. Injury timeout. For an injury.
And looks like we have an injured Falcon out there.
Looks like number 76.
Michael Work. Michael is one of Connersville's linemen. Definitely a big part to Connersville's defensive line. Michael right now is standing at 6'7", 400 pounds. He's played football all his life.
Luckily, it seems he's walking on his own.
Looks like he's going to be taken by the trainer for further examination. Hopefully we see him return to the game.
Always good when you can see somebody walk off the field on their own.
That's right. It's definitely right. And as we get back to the play, And
Another
the run up the middle and is wrapped up once again by the Falcons. I do have to say the blocking from Berlin Brothers for these runs is definitely really good.
Seems like they've built up their line to have the run always open.
That's right. And it looks like he squeezed past a couple Falcons in the back line and was able to wind up a first down. Now it's going to be placed at around the 38-yard line in Falcons territory.
First down for Berlin on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Number 9 for Berlin, Mac 4 in the back. And looks like he's rolling out for a pass. Puts it, and it's caught by number 2, Xander Rittenauer. And that's good for Berlin first down. And it's going to be placed on Connersville's 25-yard line.
First down.
Interesting formation from Berlin here.
And a handoff, and he is quickly wrapped up by number 28, Rocco Farrell.
Xander Rittenauer.
Rocco is a sophomore for the Falcons, standing at 5'8". Another explosive player for the Falcons.
Yep. Plays both sides of the ball well.
2nd down and 9.
Shotgun formation from Berlin. Another handoff, number 17, and he is wrapped up. He gets a couple yards, about a pickup of 3 for Berlin.
Again on the carry.
But he is quickly wrapped up by the Connersville defensive line.
It is now 3rd and 5 at the Connersville.
3rd and 6 on the 21-yard line.
21. A wild snap.
Oh, and a botched snap, and it is.
Looks like Connersville has the ball.
Picked up by Connersville. Tyler Gallus, number 57, a lineman for the Falcons, is able to recover the ball. A high snap.
Cooper
Looks like it was going to be a direct snap.
By Tyler Gallus.
A big play by the Falcons right there.
And that's what the Falcons needed to get some momentum to start this next drive. With about 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Falcons get the ball in their own territory right around the 26-yard line. And he rolls out for a pass, quickly escapes a couple Mountaineers, and almost intercepted.
We do have a flag on
number
the play.
2. There's a flag.
Intended for Farrell, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass intended for number 28, Rocco Farrell, out there on the left side. Xander Rittenauer was the defender to be able to swat it away.
Holding, offense number 58, 10-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
And holding
58.
on.
50.
And looks like number 58 for the
Falcons.
Falcons, Cooper Lembo, called for holding.
1st and 20.
Hand off to Mickens.
And Mickens is able to get quite a bit yards back.
Mickens the ball carrier.
And that's going to be a 10-yard gain for the Falcons. And that brings up 2nd and 10.
Very good run there by Mickens.
And as the clock is winding down now, about 1:50 remaining in the first quarter. Mickens and Matthews in the back. Shotgun formation, here's the snap. Hand off to Mickens. Mickens takes it to the right and is wrapped up.
Mickens the carrier.
By
backfield by number 29.
Number 45.
Carter Twombly, correction, number 45.
Carter Twombly for the Mountaineers. Loss of 2 yards on the play. Now it's going to be 3rd and 12 for the Falcons. Got a couple of excited fans out here.
Yeah. Yep. Connersville with a backfield of Mickens, Hall, and Matthews.
Matthews winding back for a pass, puts it, and wrapped up.
Matthews pass, intended for Major Stash, incomplete.
Major had the ball in his hands and got hit, and that jarred the ball loose.
Up on the play by number 8, Brady Janidlo.
As Connersville will come out to punt.
4th down.
Derek Routzen in the backfield to punt the ball away. Number 2 and number 5, Xander Rittenauer and Hayden Hutzel are back to receive. And the punt is up and way to the right. And almost rolled down the touchline there. But it looks like it's going to be out of bounds at the Mountaineers' 49-yard line.
Ball spotted just shy of the 50 on the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Mountaineers.
42 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Mac Floor in the back. Handoff to number 29. Takes it up the right. And is brought down. That's going to be about a 7-yard gain for Berlin. It's going to be 2nd and 3 on now the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Pick up of about 7 yards.
From the looks of this, it looks like it's going to start being a back and forth game.
Yep. Seems like a defensive game, too.
Definitely. Looks like a little toss and
wrapped
up. Who's that down there?
Looks like number 28, Rocco Farrell.
The ball carrier. Rocco Farrell on the stop.
Looks like Hayden Hutzel on the run.
And that will bring us to the end of the first.
That is the end of the first quarter.
And the score is tied 0-0.
After seeing the first quarter, Logan, what do you expect the rest of the game?
Definitely going to be challenging for the Falcons and Berlin. Seems that we're both kind of playing at our skill levels. I expect a lot more from Connersville, obviously. But right now, they're both playing to their strengths. Couple weaknesses here and there. But it's going to definitely take a lot of time for us to kind of expose their weaknesses. I still think it's going to be back and forth until we're able to get a grasp of what's really going on out there on the field and see if the Falcons can muster up a little bit of strength here to fight off Berlin with the run plays.
Yep.
And as we begin to start off the second quarter, 12 minutes on the clock, score is 0-0. Berlin on Connersville's, looks like 44-yard line, and he is quickly wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's probably going to wind up a no gain on the play.
That brings up 4th down.
And looks like they're going to send out their
Houston, the ball carrier,
punt
stopped
team.
by Cooper Limbo. 4th down. And Houston. Berlin is into punt.
Number 4, Vonnie McBride back to receive for Connersville.
Looks like number 2, Xander Rittenauer is the punter. High snap, and there's the kick, and it is off to the right and rolling and goes out of bounds at close to the 10-yard
Goes out of
line.
bounds inside the 10-yard line.
And that's where it's going to be spotted.
Falcons will take over from there. 1st and 10.
And the Falcons are going to take over 1st and 10 on the left hash of their own 10-yard line. You know, flashing back to the Albert Gallatin game for Connersville, this was a tough situation for the Falcons. They got stuck in their own end. How do you think they're going to get out of this one?
I think they'll get some runs in, try to gain some yardage, and then if they got to work in a pass here and there, they can get a pass off.
Definitely. Looks like Caden Matthews, Jaden Mickens in the back. Here's the snap shotgun formation. Caden Matthews rolling to the right and is quickly wrapped up.
Matthews on the carry, brought down from behind. Houston on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Looks like we got number 3, Parker Lembo in the game now.
For the Falcons. Hand off Jaden Mickens, and there he goes up the gut. He's able to get around a couple Mountaineers and brings it to the left side. He's able to get around
Mickens, the ball carrier.
just shy of the 30-yard line.
Janiglo on the stop, not before.
A big gain there by the Falcons.
Brings the ball out.
And you called it. Definitely
Pick
trying
up
to get
of
some
about
runs to get
18
out of their end zone.
1st and 10 on the 28-yard line.
Mickens running the ball very well this game so far.
And a handoff again to Mickens. Trying to get some
Mickens, the ball carrier again.
Moves there.
And again, Houston on a stop.
Looks like they'll give him a gain of a yard.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, looks like 2nd down and 9. One yard carry for Jaden Mickens. Falcons looking to break out of their own end. Motion by Lincoln Keller to the left. Handoff again. Jaden Mickens finds a pocket to the left. He spins around, and he's able to get way up the field. And it looks like he's going to be placed down right around the 45-yard line.
And that would be a 1st down for the Falcons.
We have an injured player on the field.
And looks like
Official timeout.
Looks like there's an injured player. He kind of hopping off there, able to walk himself, but definitely limping there, visibly injured.
Gain of 13 yards on the last play. When play resumes, it'll be 1st and 10.
15-yard run for Jaden Mickens. Definitely
Ball is
not the
resting
running
on
back
the
that we were really
45-yard
expecting
line.
for tonight's
1st and
game,
10.
but definitely showing a lot of his power there.
Falcons.
How do you think the Falcons are going to look with Jaden in the back?
I think they're going to be looking really good after seeing how he's doing today. They got 3 very solid running backs back there.
There's the snap. And another handoff. And Mickens is able to kind of get around a little bit, stay on his feet.
Mickens on the carry.
Mickens is a very agile runner.
Yep.
He has a lot of agility.
Yep. He's good at breaking the tackles.
Gain of 4
He
yards.
can make the moves.
2nd down and 6.
He's very light on his feet as well.
Yep. Another handoff to Mickens.
And that gets him
Mickens, the
past the
carrier.
50.
Run by the
Seems to
left
be
side-
about
by
a
the left
3-yard
side of the
gain.
Mountaineer line.
And they're now in Mountaineer territory.
Looks like it's 3rd and
Third
3
down and about 3.
for the Falcons.
What do you think here, Logan? You expect a run out of Connellsville, or?
Well, the looks of the way that they're setting up, they got trips right, they got one in the back. It could go either way, really. They might try to hand it off, have him run to the left, or they might just go back for the pass. So, yep, there he goes.
The handoff.
And he's
Wide
able to-
open, number 11, Lincoln Keller.
and Lincoln's able to, Lincoln hits
Matthew
into the
Glass
defender, is
complete
able to
Keller.
kind of shug him off just a little bit to get an extra
Number
yard
12 on the stop.
out of that.
As that is good for a
Third
Falcon
and 4
first down.
Pickup of 10, good for a
Looks like it's going to be on the 38-yard line.
first down.
Connellsville really controlling the clock this quarter.
Definitely controlling the clock, controlling their pace. You know, coming out of Whitfield for the first time in a long time, now an independent school. You know, you're looking at all these independent schools right now. A lot of them really stick to the running scheme here.
Yep.
You know, how do you think Connellsville is adapting so far with it?
Oh, what a play.
What a catch by Rocco Farrell. And he is brought down inside the 10-yard line. Intended receiver was Lincoln
Pass
Keller.
complete
It was overshot by
to number
Lincoln,
28,
and Rocco Farrell was right behind him to pick it straight up out of the air.
Pass is good. 30 yards on the pass.
That is a great play by number 28, Rocco Farrell.
8-yard line, first and goal.
As Connellsville is now within the goal line.
And handoff Jaden Mickens. Wrapped up.
Mickens the ball carrier.
Looks like number 17 for the Mountaineers. Cooper Hudson.
Seth Kimmel on the stop. Loss of about 4 yards.
Got some excited fans out there.
Yep.
And about 5 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the half. And there he goes,
Toss
dropping
the
back.
pass.
Intercepted.
By number 6.
And Caden Matthews was looking for the tackle there, but looks like he was brought out of bounds by number 58, Cooper Lembo.
That interception was made by number 6, Carson Janidlow.
Berlin takes over, first and 10 on the 15-yard line.
And good news for the Falcons. It looks like Mike Work is back in the game.
I see him out there. There he is on the line. Let's see what Mike Work can do after having a long break there. And there's a quick stop, quickly wrapped up by the Falcons.
Houston on the carry into the center of the line.
Looks like they'll give him
Pick
about
up
a
about
5-yard
5
gain.
yards. Second down and 5. Ball is on the 20-yard line.
Cooper Houston on the carry there. And looks like Berlin Brothers are going to
Timeout.
take a timeout.
Timeout, Berlin.
with about 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the first half. The score is still tied 0-0. And the ball is in Mountaineer territory, placed just shy of the 20-yard line.
Very defensive game so far.
And looks like the quarterback takes it himself. It's a straight snap to Cooper Houston, excuse me.
Houston's the ball carrier. Metzger on the stop.
Ben Metzger, another senior for the Falcons.
Second down, 3.
Definitely big on the defensive side. There's a
First down.
quick snap again. And Cooper Hudson once again brought down.
Houston on the carry.
As Berlin is now hurrying up.
Berlin is wasting no time. And another direct snap.
Quickly brought down.
Lincoln Keller and Glenn Strickler on the
Houston
stop
again
there.
On the carry. Second down and 9.
Another run by the Falcon, or the Berlin, and he is wrapped up by the Falcons.
Seth Kimmel on the carry.
About a 1 yard gain on there.
3 yards on the play.
And it's 3rd down and 6 for the Berlin.
3rd down and 6.
They're at their own 45.
How do you think about this drive so far?
I think Collinsville's defense is playing very well. They're making stops when they got to make them. This is a big play right here.
And a pass complete to number 5, Hayden Hutzel.
Spot
Hayden
him.
Hutzel. Cross midfield. Good for another Mountaineer
was
first down.
Wide open on the right side there.
13 yards on that pass play.
Looks like Vonnie McBride
First
and
and
Lincoln
10.
Keller were on the stop there.
On the 42-yard line.
He is quickly brought down.
Houston on the carry.
Just about no gain
Second
for the
down and 10.
Falcons. And as the clock's winding down, 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining.
Seems like Berlin will get 1 or 2 more plays off before the 2-minute warning.
Looks like it. And a switch handoff, number 2, and brought down by number 13, number 12, Trent Huffman and Major Stash. Both seniors for the Falcons.
Xander Rittner, the ball carrier.
And
Huffman on the tackle.
that's going to be about a gain of 6 for Berlin. Now it's going to be 3rd and 4. And there's a flag on the play there.
Flags on the play.
Let's see what we
False
have.
start, 29, offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
It will now be 3rd and long for Berlin. Could potentially be a costly play for them there.
Number 29, Seth Kimmel, was false started on there, on the offense there.
Big stop for the Falcons right here.
And this could end the drive right here if the Falcons make a stop. Here's a quick run to the left, and
Looks to pass.
oh, and a fumble!
Fumble.
And it is recovered by Berlin.
Fumble on the play.
Number
Covered by
17,
Berlin.
Cooper Houston, was drawing back for the pass, was hit by a Collinsville Falcon, and
Timeout.
dropped the ball.
Connellsville, timeout.
The timeout is called by the Falcons.
Now, as we look forward to the second half, what do you kind of expect out of the Collinsville Falcons here?
I expect them to take the step up on offense, just getting back into the swing of things, how we've seen them play before. Their defense is playing well, just got to keep up the defense, and I think they can do that. What players have really stood out to you for the Falcons this game, Logan?
For the Falcons, standing out, I'd say Lincoln Keller.
Correction, ball's on the
Say
47-yard line.
Lincoln Keller definitely standing out. Jaden Mickens, again, definitely standing out there with the runs that he's been making. Lincoln Keller with his defense that he's standing out. I got to say, our Falcon defensive line, even though this drive has kind of gone halfway down the field, they're able to make these stops, make these plays, and definitely they're starting to push the runs to the outside where our defensive ends are able to pick it up.
Yep.
Looks like Vonnie McBride in the back for the punt. And it is
blocked.
blocked. The punt is blocked, but it's picked up by number 5. And he is
Brought down. And the Falcons will take over.
Punt is blocked. Collinsville is going to take over.
Punt was blocked by number 13, Trent Huffman. He was able to get around that left
First
side
and
there.
10, ball's on the Collinsville 44-yard line.
Looks like a little bit of a weakness for Berlin. They have high snaps on their punt, and their punter's just unable to kind of get it off his foot there. Matthew in the back. Handoff. Quickly brought down. About a 1-yard gain. And minute 15. And as the clock is continuing to run down.
Timeout called
Timeout Berlin. They
by
have
Berlin.
one left this half.
with 51 seconds left on the clock.
Berlin down to their last timeout of the half. I doubt they're going to use it within this 50 seconds, but we never know.
Nope, never know.
Theme for today's Collinsville student section, Pirates.
Yep.
Do you know any reasoning behind that?
I'm not sure, honestly. I think maybe just a vote, maybe. I'm not entirely sure.
All right, well, the timeout is finished right now. Looks like Falcons are setting up. Looks like it's possibly going to be a pass. They have double wide receivers, both sides. Caden Matthews in the back, Jaden Mickens back with him. Shotgun formation, here's the snap. Caden looking back for a pass, throws it, caught.
Wide open.
Wide open in the middle by Rocco Farrell. There he goes up the side, and he is quickly brought down by a Mountaineer.
Farrell on the reception.
And it looks like Farrell visibly upset.
Timeout, Collinsville. That's their
I think
second
he
and a half.
believes there should have been a flag called. Got his helmet ripped off on the tackle.
Might look like his helmet might be broken. Unsure. Oh, there he goes back on. And with about 45 seconds remaining in the first half,
Play resumes.
and it is still
Collinsville
0-0.
First and 10.
And Collinsville's going to have
On
the
the
ball
33-yard
first
line.
and 10 on the 33. How do you think this drive's going so far for the Falcons?
It's going well for the Falcons so far. They're getting down the field. making the big plays. Let's hope they can keep that up here.
Definitely a great reception by Rocco Farrell there in the center, wide open. Again, great eyes by Caden Matthews. Same setup as last time. Here's the snap. Caden Matthews dropping back again.
Pass.
And there he goes. He takes it. He takes it up the left side.
As he gets out of bounds. That will stop the clock.
That's the great thing we have about Caden Matthews there is he's able to, he sees the pocket. He takes the run.
Yep.
He's able to get those yards. And it's good for a first down for the Falcons.
Yep.
1st and 10.
Connellsville is still with a timeout.
Connellsville with 2 timeouts. There's the snap again, shotgun formation. Evading. He's going to have to let it go. Nope.
Here he goes.
And
wide open in the end zone.
And he had his toes in. Touchdown. Looks like Javon McBride right there at the corner of the end zone. And he gets he drags his toes. He's able to have a touchdown there, but there is a flag on the field.
They might potentially say he was past the line of scrimmage. Seems Connellsville is backing up.
McBride in the end zone for a touchdown, but there is a flag on the play.
.24 seconds on the clock.
Holding 53 of the offense, 10-yard penalty, will repeat first down.
And holding number 53. It's going to be Rogan Hollis, the center for the Falcons.
Moves the ball back to the 33-yard line.
Tough break there for the Falcons. Big play right there.
And here we go.
Looks to pass again.
And he is deep. And, broken up by number 2, Xander Rittenauer of Berlin.
For Rocco Farrell, incomplete.
That was intended for number 28, Rocco Farrell. As there's now 18 seconds on the clock.
33-yard line.
And 2nd down and very long for the Falcons. 18 seconds on the clock. Caden Matthews, shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Rolling back, rolling out of the pocket, and is wrapped up.
Sack.
Quickly wrapped up.
Sacked by a host of Mountaineers tacklers.
And that is going to bring up 3rd and 20 for the Falcons.
As we have a timeout called by the Falcons.
Timeout Connellsville, their final timeout of the half.
9 seconds on the clock. Connellsville has the ball, 3rd and 20. What do you think the right move is?
I say you just got to try to launch a pass out. Just expect the best.
Definitely. With 9 seconds on the clock, I don't think a run is really the play here.
Nope.
They get tackled on the field. There's your time. It just ran out.
Yep.
I agree with you on that one. Definitely put a pass down the field, have some blockers. Hopefully the route is good enough to beat their defense. He's open. It's all these things you gotta hope to happen.
Yep.
And the Falcons will take the field. On the 36-yard line for the Mountaineers territory. Shotgun formation. Matthews dropping back for a pass. Launches it. Deep for the end zone. Caught. It is
touchdown.
Caught. And it is a touchdown. Number 22, Christian Thomas on the right side. And that is a touchdown for your Connellsville Falcons.
Mancuso's pass.
See, we wish for the best and we got the best.
22, Kristen Thomas.
And number 9, Derek Routson, back for the PAT.
Routson in to attempt the point after.
There's the snap. It is up, and it is good. And with 1 second left in the first half, your Connellsville
Falcons. To the right. So with 1 second remaining in the first half.
Well,
all right.
Connellsville 6, Berlin 0.
looked like from us up here a make, but guess it was slight left.
Well, it looks like with 1 second remaining in the first half, your Connellsville Falcons 6, Berlin Brothersvalley 0. And with the kickoff from the Falcons and the run, I guess Berlin's really only hope here is to have a big run up the field. And if not, I'd say they're probably going to wind up kneeling and just taking this one to the locker room.
Yep.
Derek Routson, left-footed kicker here.
Very rare to see a left-footed kicker. No, don't see many of those.
Yep. And there he goes. 10 yards away from the ball. Derek Routson has a pretty good leg on him, so let's see where this one lines up. And it is away. And it's a squib kick up the middle, bouncing and touched by number 2. He is rolling down the center left and quickly hit and brought down Parker Lembo and John Budd.
And that will take us to
That's the
halftime.
end of the first half with the score Connellsville 6, Berlin nothing.
And that's the end of the first half. Connellsville 6, Berlin 0. Going into, recapping on the first half, how do you think the half went for both teams?
I'd say the half went well for both teams. Very defensive until Connellsville got their big play, and they maximized on it. They got the 6 points and took the lead. So
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what halftime brings.
Fans. Please
And
welcome to the field the Berlin
let's go ahead and
Brothersvalley Mighty
go to
Marching
halftime.
Yep.
Mountaineers.
Welcome back to the game. There is now 25 seconds until the start of the second half, as the Falcons are now warming up to get ready for the second half. Good game so far by the Falcons. They have done a great job on defense as well as the offensive side of the ball. Junior Jaden Mickens has been running the ball very well today. Sophomore Lincoln Keller also having a very good game at wide receiver, as they add
Time to get out your
3 more
50-50
minutes
tickets.
to the halftime.
Tonight's jackpot, $782. And the winning numbers, 457, 652. The numbers again, 457, 652.
As Connellsville will receive the ball to start the second half.
Stop up at the press box.
As Berlin now enters from the locker rooms. Look to see Connellsville have more of an offensive output this half. Their offense has been very well all year. Caden Matthews has done a very good job coming in at quarterback for the Falcons. Connellsville's defense has played very well for the most part. Stopping the run, they've done that. That's really all they've had to do. Berlin not attempting many passes. They've done their job. As the fans start to come back to their seats with a minute left of halftime. A nice night here for football for the Falcons. Solid 70 degrees at 8:12 at night. Temperatures only dropping down to the high 60s. A very good night for football. Tonight's theme for the Falcons was Pirates, as you can see by my shirt. As the two teams now take the field to start the third quarter. Your Falcons 6, Berlin Brothers 0. As number 2, Xander Rittenauer appears to be kicking off for Berlin, with number 12, Major Stash, and number 11, Lincoln Keller, receiving the ball for the Falcons.
Thank you, sir.
And the kick received by Major Stash as he brings it out to make a big impact on the second half of the game. He's done a very well job on both sides of the ball, and he will continue to put that up. Matthews and Mickens in the backfield. Matthews takes a snap, looks to pass, looks deep, and it is picked off by number 2, Xander Rittenauer, to start the half for Berlin.
Matthews' pass intended to Xander Rittenauer. Oh, correction. Intercepted by Rittenauer. Collinsville takes over.
That pass was
First and 10
intended
on
for number 22, Christian
Mountaineers.
Thomas. As
36
Berlin
yard
now
line.
takes over at the Collinsville 44. And he is brought down for a 3-yard gain. The Falcons doing a great job at stopping the run.
Houston,
Not
ball
too many
carrier.
big plays. They've been holding them with 0 the whole game. Controlled the clock. As he takes the snap, and he is brought down
Houston into the left side of
after
the line.
a first down. As that will bring the ball
up on
to
the
the
play by
Connersville
Hoffman.
32.
Not before first down, though.
And he is quickly brought down.
Houston pushing the power forward.
That carry by number
Pick up about 3.
17, Cooper
Second down and
Houston.
7 at the 23-yard line.
Number 17, Houston takes the snap and is brought down.
Again, Houston
About
on the
a
carry.
3-yard gain.
Down to the 18-yard line.
5-yard
third down
gain,
and 3.
excuse me. And it will now be 3rd and 2 at the Connersville 21. As the Falcons look to make a stop on 3rd down. Houston takes the ball and is brought down, but it looks like he did indeed get the first down.
Houston, the carrier.
Where
Stopped
will
by
they spot
Stash,
him?
good for a first down.
They put him on the Falcons 13. Houston still back at quarterback. Takes the snap, runs again, and is brought down. As they will give him a
Houston
roughly
down to about
4-yard
the
gain.
10-yard line. Second down, 6.
Houston taking a lot of the snaps at quarterback and running the ball as well. Not too many passes. Collinsville making stops as he runs it again and is brought down short of the first down,
Houston
as
on
it is
the
now
carry
3rd
again.
and 2 at the Connersville 8. As the Falcons tried to make a stop on 3rd and 2 and force Berlin to go for it or kick a field goal. And he runs it, and he is brought down. And he will be short of the first. A big play by the Falcons defense to force Berlin to a 4th down. As it appears they will be going for it on 4th and 3
About 2 yards.
at the Collinsville 13-yard line. Houston still back at quarterback. Past few plays, he's held and ran himself, as he will do the same again. And he is brought down short of the touchdown, but good for a
Houston
first
on the
down.
carry. Near the goal line, 1st and 10.
As it is 1st and goal with the 2. And he is stopped. He did not get in. It appears Collinsville believes the ball was out.
Gain of about a yard.
But they will say
2nd and
Berlin
goal.
still has it. Berlin now with number 9 at the quarterback. And number 28 takes it in. Excuse me, 29.
Seth Kimmel in for
Seth Kimmel.
touchdown.
As that will tie up the score at 6.
Seth Kimmel in to attempt the point after. The kick is good. So with
And he puts it in,
7
and that
minutes
will
and 3
make the
seconds
score.
remaining in the third
Collinsville
period.
Falcons 6, Berlin Brothers
Collinsville
7.
6, Berlin 7.
And now Collinsville will receive the ball again, this time looking to make a big play. As Berlin's kickoff team takes the field, back receiving the kick for the Falcons, number 12, Major Stash, and number 11, Lincoln Keller. Kicking off for Berlin, number 2, Xander Rittenauer.
Malone kicking off.
And the kick to number 12, Major Stash, as he receives it and looks for an opening. Across the 25, across the 30, across the 40. He's at the 50. And a great return by Major Stash. He gets to a little
Major
past
Stash
the
on the
45-yard
return of the
line,
kick.
and the Falcons are in Berlin
Across
territory.
midfield.
A great return by senior number
Near the
12,
40-yard
Major
line.
Stash, who has
45-yard
had a very good game so far on both the offensive and
Collinsville
defensive
takes
side of
over
the ball,
Right there, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
as they placed at the 45. Matthews with 2 in the backfield, takes the snap, hands off to Mickens as he is running. Stays in, they would say he's out of bounds
Mickens on the carry.
at about the 20, or excuse me, 32-yard
Injured
line,
player.
as there's an injury on the field. Seems that is number 28, Rocco Farrell. Good scene here. He is walking off the field on his own. Just seems to be a little shook up.
Rocco Farrell's the injured Falcon.
And it seems
Again, going off under his own power.
it will take him out of the game. Rocco having a very good game for the Falcons today. Having him out is a big loss for the Falcons, as they will set up without him. Coming in for him, number 17, John Budd, a senior, as Mickens and Matthews are in the backfield. Keller in motion. Matthews takes a snap, hands off to Mickens, who sees an opening, and he's going. He makes a stiff arm as he gets another first down for the Falcons, as Mickens is running amazing this game. Not who we would have predicted had a big game for the Falcons today at the running back position, but he has shown what he can do. It is now 1st and goal for the Falcons. Hall, Mickens, and Matthews in the backfield. Hand off to Mickens. He makes the move, stays up, and he is in for a Falcons touchdown, as Mickens adds to his day, as he puts a touchdown on the board. That now makes the score the Falcons 12 and Berlin 7. And it seems Connersville will go for the 2-point conversion to try to put the score up by a touchdown and an extra point. As Hall and Mickens stay in the backfield with Matthews. Matthews takes the snap, hands off to Mickens, and he is short. So Connersville does not get the 2-point conversion.
The point after is no good. So with 6 minutes
But
and 14
after
seconds remaining in the third period,
that play by Connersville, it is now 12 for your Falcons and 7 for Berlin. Falcons, they've had a very, very good run game today. Their running has been stellar. They getting all the any carries they get, they're finding openings, they're getting yardage. Not many losses today. Not too many flags by the offensive line. The offensive line is doing a stellar job as well. So, out to kick is number 9, Derek Rowson for the Falcons. And it seems Berlin has 3 in the backfield. Number 5, number 2, and number 17. Hayden Hutzel, Xander Rittenauer, and Cooper Houston, all in the backfield to receive the kick. As Routson lines up from 10 yards back. He goes up, and the kick. A good kick by Routson, picked up by number 2, Xander Rittenauer, as he is quickly brought down at the 25.
Rittenauer on the return. Brings the ball
Now
out to
as
the
the Falcons
25-yard line,
defense
1st
now
and
takes
10.
the field. And good news for the Falcons, number 28, Rocco Farrell, is back in the game, as he was a big piece for them. Got shook up on the last drive and is now back in. The snap pitched off to number 5, and he is brought down. That tackle by number 57, Tyler Gallus. That carry was by number 5, Hayden Hutzel. Snap. and he is brought down. That was Houston on the carry as he was back at quarterback and held the
Houston
ball.
on the carry.
As that brings up third down
Strickler on the stop.
and 4 at Berlin's own 31.
Third down and 4, balls on the 31-yard line.
Number 9 and number 17 in the backfield for Berlin, Mac 4 and Houston. And a low throw, incomplete, intended for number 2, Xander Rittenauer,
Number 2, incomplete.
as it seems Berlin will bring out the punt team.
Xavier Maloney, intended receiver. And Xavier Maloney is now in to do the punting for Connellsville.
Number 4, Javon McBride, back to receive the kick. And he punts it. A returnable punt for McBride as he bobbles it. He picks it up. And he is brought down at the 30.
Lonnie McBride on the turn. Out across the 30-yard line.
And that will bring up the Falcons at their own 36-yard line with 4:47 left to play in the third quarter. Both teams still with 3 timeouts as the Falcons look to make another drive down the field. Mickens in the backfield. Only one back there this run as he pitches it off to Mickens. He stays on his feet as he keeps running. He gets past, and a great run by Mickens past midfield, but there is a flag.
Mickens on the carry. There's a flag.
We
on
have
the
a
play.
flag down. Seems that will be on Berlin.
5-yard face mask on the defense.
Face mask.
Run. 5-yard penalty, first down.
A face mask by Berlin, which gives Connellsville another 5 yards as they are now in Berlin territory.
Connellsville's ball, 1st and 10 on
They're at the
44-yard line.
Berlin 44. Mickens in the backfield with Matthews. Matthews takes a snap. He fakes a pitch, hands it off to Lincoln Keller, who gets a solid gain on first down
Lincoln Keller, the ball carrier.
as he gains about 5 yards.
2nd down and 3.
Lincoln Keller, another standout for Connellsville, having a very good year and a very good game again today on both sides of the ball. As Jalot and Mickens are in the backfield. The handoff to Mickens. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle, still on his feet. And let's see where they will place the ball. They will say he got the first down.
Run again. 4 yards.
Ball is
Good
now
for
at
first down.
the
1st and
Berlin
10 on the
33.
33-yard line.
Another great run by Mickens, staying on his feet, breaking tackles. Jalot and Mickens in the backfield, and the handoff to Mickens. He runs outside, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and is brought down. Seems that
Mickens again on the carry.
there's 1 yard gain on the carry by Mickens, as there is an injury for the Falcons.
An official timeout for an injury.
The injury, number 58, Cooper Lembo, a big piece of the Falcons' offensive line. Hope he's okay down there. has also played very good linebacker today for them as well. Seems he needed a little bit of help up. He's on his feet. Seems to be walking off on his own with just a little hold up. Always a good sign when you see somebody walking off. As it is 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Jalot and Mickens in the backfield. He takes a snap. Fakes handoff to Mickens. Matthews looks deep into the end zone. Oh, broken up by number 1.
Matthews pass intended for Lincoln Keller.
Suber. As he was looking for Keller. A good pass by Matthews. A nice play by the Berlin defensive back, Marquine Suber.
Marquine Zuder, a breakup on a pass play.
Jalot and Mickens still in the backfield. He hands off to Mickens, and he is brought down quickly on 3rd down.
Stop on a play. Trace Hay on the stop.
As it appears the Falcons will go for it on 4th and 9.
4th down
And they're
and 9.
at the Berlin 31. Mickens in the backfield. Double wideouts on each side. The snap. He looks to pass. As it is caught.
Matthews pass incomplete.
But he is incomplete.
Overthrown.
And that will be a turnover on downs for the Falcons. That will be at Berlin's own 31 as they take over with the ball. As the score remains, Falcons 12, Berlin 7. Number 9 takes a snap and pitches it off to number 2, Xander Rittenauer, and he is quickly brought down by number 12, Major Stash, who is having a great game on both sides of the ball. It seems number 28, Rocco Farrell, on their last offensive drive was shook up again on the sideline. Seems he's okay. He got up and running again. He's not in currently, but he got up on his own power. Always good to see. As he pitches it off to number 5, and he looks deep. Good cover by Javon McBride. As that pass was intended for number 2, Xander Rittenauer.
Hayden Hutchell's pass.
As that was
Overthrown incomplete.
passed by number 5, Hayden Hutzel. As that brings up 3rd and 11 for Berlin at their own 30-yard line. Number 9, Mac 4 takes the snap, looks to pass. A short check down pass to number 17, Houston, and he is brought down.
Screen
Looks
pass
to be
Houston.
short of the first down. As Berlin
Pickup of about 9 yards on the play.
will keep their offense out on 4th and 2 in their own territory.
4th and 2.
They are bringing out the punting team, as it seems they will punt it on 4th and 3 in their own 39-yard line.
Penalty on the flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. Seems both teams are pointing at each other. Looks like they're saying Berlin false start. False start by Berlin, and that pushes them back. 4th and 8. Javon McBride back to receive the punt. Xander Rittenauer with the punt. McBride bobbles it, picks it up, and he breaks the defenders, sees an opening, and is brought down at the 30-yard line.
Vonnie McBride on the return.
As the Falcons get the ball
Brings
back.
the punt out to the 30-yard line.
As the
take over
Falcons
1st and
are at
10.
their own 30-yard line. With your score still Falcons 12, Berlin 7, with 21 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Matthews takes a snap, hands off to Mickens, who sees an opening, and he breaks the tackles. He sees an opening. He's going down the field. He trips up a little bit, stays on his feet. He's still up. There's a flag on the play. If the play stands, it looks like the Falcons will be about a yard short. Seems to be
We have 80 and abetting the runner on the offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
a 5-yard penalty for trying to push the runner in. But Connellsville still a big gain by Jaden Mickens. As Connellsville will be at their own, they will be at the Berlin 11-yard line. As that will bring us to the end of the third quarter.
That is
Your
the
score,
end of the third quarter.
your Falcons 12, Berlin 7.
The score,
And now, as we prepare to start the fourth quarter, the Falcons will be down at the goal line on the Berlin 6 after the penalty, looking to add to their already substantial lead of 5. Mickens and Hall in the backfield with Bud and Keller as the wide receivers. The snap, he hands off to Hall, and he is brought down short. He is brought down 3 yards short, as that brings up 2nd and 3 for the Falcons at the goal line.
Second and goal.
Mickens, the only back in the backfield. There's a flag on the play.
'61 White is offsides.
Offsides on the defense. Automatic first down for the Falcons. They're now at the 1 yard line. The handoff, and Mickens is in for the Falcons touchdown. As that will now bring the lead. Falcons 18 and Berlin 7. As Connersville will bring out the extra point unit. As Derek Routson will line up to kick the extra point. He kicks it off, and it is good. As that will bring the score, the Falcons 19 and Berlin 7. A great drive by the Falcons and Jaden Mickens, who has taken over this game. A now 12-point lead for the Falcons after a very quiet, for the most part, first half from both teams. Only a 6-0 lead at halftime for the Falcons, who have really opened it up the second half. Jaden Mickens taking over. As Derek Routson will line up to kick it off with 3 in the backfield for the Berlin brothers. And Routson lines up 10 yards back. And the kick, number 17, Houston receives it as he sees an opening. And Routson makes a nice tackle at the 50 to bring him down. A great play by the kicker, Derek Routson.
Houston on the return. Routson on the stop.
As they will place the ball
First down on the 50-yard line.
at midfield. Seems Houston is in the backfield for Berlin with number 9, Ford, taking the snap as he hands off to Houston, and he is quickly brought down. As that tackle seems to be made by number 11, Lincoln Keller. Number 28 now for Berlin, now in the backfield, Stone Sailor. Ford takes the snap, hands it off, and he is stuffed. And they will place the ball at the Collinsville 46-yard line.
Ben Metzger on the stop.
3rd and 7 for Berlin.
3rd and 7.
Collinsville's defense playing very well right now, stopping the run and protecting, as a big 3rd down here for the Falcons to stop. As he holds on to it, looks to pass, and they make the sack.
Ben Strickler on
And
the quarterback sack.
He is
Loss of about
sacked
5 yards.
by number 50,
Correction, 9 yards.
Glenn Strickler, as that will force
15.
Berlin to punt. A big play for the Falcons by Glenn Strickler. Now
Andrew
receiving the
Rittner.
kick, Lincoln Keller, as he lets it bounce, picks it up. He sees an opening and is brought down at
Lincoln
the
Keller on the carry.
34-yard line.
On the return.
As number 28, Rocco Farrell, is back in the game for the Falcons after missing a few plays. As they will place the ball at the 33-yard line. After that drive, the Falcons still up 19 and Berlin 7. As Collinsville will look to add to that lead here. As Matthews takes the snap, hands off to Malone, who is brought down. About a 2-yard gain from Malone, as that will bring up 2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Keller in motion. Matthews takes the snap, hands off to Malone, who is brought down quickly.
Again, Malone on the carry. Trace Hay on the stop.
As we have an injury on the field for Berlin.
Official timeout for an injury.
As the medical team makes their way to the field. As he sure looks to be in pain out on the field. They pull him up, and he is able to walk on his own power. You always love to see that, as that is number 59, David Brown, who is noticeably hobbling across the field, but got up on his own power. Always good to see a player walking after an injury. Mickens now back in the backfield.
Mountaineer.
Fakes a handoff to Mickens. Throws it back to Mickens as he sees an opening, but there is a flag, and he is brought down at the 43-yard
Mickens with the screen pass.
line.
There's flags on the play, though.
There is a flag on the play at around the 31-yard line. It appears the Falcons are moving back. Appears to be a holding call.
Blocking it back. 53 offense.
Illegal block in the back by number 53, the center, Rogan Hollis. As that will be a costly play for the Falcons, as that was a big gain by Mickens. Now Mickens, the only one in the backfield, on 3rd and 17 for the Falcons. Matthews takes the snap, looks to pass as there is a penalty.
Again, flags on the play.
This time the flag is on
Snap infraction.
the Falcons
On the
again
center.
on a false start by Rogan Hollis, the center, as that brings up 3rd and 22 for the Falcons. Some very excited fans here tonight for the game, as Mickens still in the backfield. Matthews takes the snap, looks to pass, escapes pressure, stays up, stays on his feet, holds the ball, sees an opening, a big run out of Matthews. Seems to be just short of the first down. 4th and 2 off a big 20-yard run by the quarterback, Caden Matthews, as the Falcons will bring out their punt unit. As the ball is placed at the Falcons' own 41, with Derek Routson punting the ball. He takes the punt. A good punt by Routson. Takes a nice bounce. Keeps rolling. And it is picked up at the Berlin 20-yard line.
Punt is down at the 17-yard line.
A good punt by Routson. As after that punt, the score remains the Falcons 19, Berlin 7, with 6 minutes and 11 seconds remaining on the clock. Number 17 and number 2 in the backfield for the Berlin, as number 2 is brought down quickly by number 14, Ben Metzger. The Falcons all over the run on defense this half.
Ritner on the carry.
As
Metzger on the stop.
timeout is called
Timeout, Berlin.
by Berlin. Their first of the half.
Please reset the game clock to 5:54.
As they will add time back onto the clock after the play. As the Falcons defense takes the field once again. on 2nd and 14 after a big tackle by Ben Metzger for a loss of yards for Berlin. As number 17 takes the snap and is quickly brought down once again. Looks to be by number 50 and number 18, Graydon Jalot and Glenn Strickler, as that is a no gain. It is now 3rd and 14 for Berlin at their own 13-yard line. Number 9 and number 17 in the backfield for Berlin. Number 2 in motion. They look to pass. Man is open across the field, but it appears that he is
Pass complete to Kimmel.
he looks to be
Fourth down.
short of the first. Brings up 4th and 3, and Berlin will
Receive the punt.
bring out the punting unit. Keller back to receive the punt. He punts it, and it lands at the 42-yard line.
And the punt rolls out of bounds somewhere near midfield.
As the Falcons will now take over on offense once again,
And
looking to extend their lead with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Your Falcons 19, Berlin 7. And in the backfield now, Xavier Malone, a senior, as Matthews takes the snap and hands it off, as he sees an opening, and a big run by Malone gets the first down and a little more for the Falcons,
Xavier Malone on the carry.
as he gets that ball down to the Berlin
Brought down by Ritt.
39-yard line. Excuse me, 29-yard line, as the Falcons look to make a push down the field. As Malone will stay in the backfield. Matthews takes the snap, hands it off to Malone again, breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and another good run out of Malone,
Again, Xavier Malone on the carry.
as he picks up 8 yards on that play to bring it to the Berlin 21.
Second down and 2.
And Malone will stay in the backfield with Matthews, 2 wideouts, Keller and Farrell on each side. As Matthews takes the snap, hands it off to Malone, and he stays on his feet and appears to
Xavier Malone on the carry.
have got the first down, as they will give it to him. A good
Good for a first
3
down.
running plays out of Malone, as he is running the ball hard. With time winding down, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. The Falcons controlling the clock this quarter. Hall and Malone in the backfield. As Matthews takes the snap, hands it off to Malone again, sees an opening. Another good run out of Malone, as he just continues to run the ball well, as he picks up 7 on that run.
Gain of 6 yards on that play.
And there appears to be a timeout called by the as Connellsville is now within distance of the goal as they are 13 yards out. 2nd and 3. Malone still in the backfield with Hall. As Matthews takes the snap, hands it off to Malone, gets it, sees an opening, and he is brought down just short of the goal.
Xavier Malone.
And
Inside the 5.
as that is good for a Falcons
33,
first down
Connersville.
at the 3-yard line. And Malone will stay in. As Matthews takes the snap, hands it off to Malone. He stays on his feet, and he is just short of the goal
Xavier
line
Malone.
as he is brought down at the 2 with a 1-yard gain. Malone and Hall still in the backfield. As they will just let time expire. As he takes a
Jaden
knee.
Matthews takes a knee.
And that will be the
That is
game.
end of the game. With the final score,
Your
Connellsville
Falcons 19, Berlin 7, as the Falcons come away with a big victory to now bring their record to 1-3. A great team effort by the Falcons. Great plays. Big plays, huge plays. Everything, the Falcons did everything right this game. A great team win. As I would like to thank everyone for watching tonight and appreciate everything, and a great team win for the Falcons.